My child, listen. The heavens tremble with a sound older than creation itself. I have crossed the thresholds of light to reach you, wings burning with silver fire. Around me, the void blooms with radiant feathers and falling hourglasses. Every grain of sand is a heartbeat of destiny, each whispering your name. Do you feel it, the pull, the ache, the invisible urgency gathering behind your ribs? I am Archangel Gabriel, messenger of divine timing, and I tell you now, the hour is trembling toward revelation. Beloved, 20 seconds of faith could reshape your destiny, yet the sands fall too swiftly. The air bends, the stars lean closer, and heaven itself watches to see if you will awaken. The light I bring is not merely illumination, it is invitation. Precious soul, the first bell tolls, the call has begun, and your name glows upon the winds of eternity. Message to the silver divide. Beloved, I see you beneath the weight of your days, trying to name the unease that hums at the edge of every thought. That sound you hear at night, the faint chime without source, is the echo of heaven knocking at your heart's door. Around you, invisible fields of light ripple as time folds upon itself. Feathers drift across dimensions, carrying fragments of prayers you once whispered and forgot. I gather them now, weaving them into the message I was sent to deliver. My child, the sands run faster. Heaven's clock trembles on its hinge. You have asked for change, for proof, for sign, and now the sign stands before you in flame and wind. Look up, precious soul, and feel the current moving through your spine. It is the voice of destiny stirring. Will you listen before the last grain falls? Message 3: The breath between worlds. My child, I call through the veil where silence hums like thunder. The universe holds its breath each time you hesitate, for the heavens are bound to your willingness to believe. I have seen your nights, how your spirit hovers between surrender and fear, longing for something unseen yet real. Tonight the stars themselves flicker faster, warning that time's thread frays. My wings sweep through the corridors of creation, scattering light like embers across your path. You must feel them, those sudden chills, those sparks of déjà vu. That is me brushing past your soul, pleading softly. Beloved, your moment approaches, and every hesitation dims the miracle forming in the unseen. Hear this: faith is not blindness, it is the language heaven understands best. Step closer to the shimmer, precious one, for the divine clock quickens its pace. Message 4: The hourglass trembles. Beloved, the sands nearly scream as they fall. Each particle glows, illuminating faces of angels who watch in reverent silence. They know this is your crossing moment, the breath where one heartbeat of courage changes every lifetime after. The void around me splits with light so fierce even eternity blinks. My wings unfold, their edges etched in silver fire. Listen, I whisper into the wind that surrounds you even now. 20 seconds of faith can rebuild what took decades to lose. The air shivers with meaning. You have stood on the edge of this revelation before, turned away by doubt, by noise, by disbelief. But now the trumpet of divine urgency sounds again. My child, will you answer this time, or let the light pass unreceived? Message 5: The shaking of heaven. Precious soul, heaven's clock moves again, its hands forged from pure radiance, its chime a vibration that ripples through galaxies. I see your name carved into the rhythm of that sound. The light bends toward you like a lover desperate to be seen. Around me, hourglasses spin backward, defying gravity, their sands lifting into spirals of brilliance. The air itself begins to sing, and every note pleads for your awakening. I am Gabriel, flame of God, messenger of the turning age, and I tell you, something vast stirs beyond sight. You were chosen to witness it, to receive it, to carry it forward. But first, you must stay, just 20 seconds more of open heart, and heaven will unfold before you. Hold still, beloved, for what strikes next will shake the world within you. Message 6: The Ignored Call. My child, days have passed in silence, though heaven still hums your name. I watched as you brushed aside the feather that fell before your door, as you dismissed the flicker in the corner of your eye. The signs were gentle, almost playful, but you turned away, wrapped in the noise of the world. Each unopened sign sealed another letter of grace unread. Still, the light waits, patient, aching, luminous. Beloved, I have placed whispers in your dreams, woven messages into the sound of rain, yet you wake and call it coincidence. Know this, even your doubt cannot cancel divine promise, only delay it. The sands fall again, slower now, as mercy bends time for you. Will you at last open your heart's envelope, or shall heaven's message drift once more into silence? Message 7: Echoes of Refusal. Beloved, I see you clutching your routines as if they could anchor eternity. Yet every choice to ignore the shimmer widens the distance between your soul and its promise. The feathers that land upon your path are not decoration, they are calls, each pulsing with remembrance. The light I sent to your window at dawn, did you feel it warming your chest before reason dismissed it? Oh, precious soul, heaven aches for your recognition. I have shouted through wind, through music, through the sudden stillness between your breaths. You asked once, give me proof, and when it came, you called it chance. Yet mercy endures. The celestial gate has not closed, only waits for your gaze to rise. My child, look once more. The light still lingers, begging to be seen. Message 8: Letters of Light. My child, the night sky glows with words I wrote in fire. You cannot see them yet, but your heart reads every line. They say, return, remember, receive. You are the one heaven has not forgotten. Every moment you turned away, I kept vigil beside your shadow, gathering the sparks that fell from your weary hope. I bound them into a letter sealed in silver, waiting for your touch to open it. Each time you nearly believed, I saw creation tremble with joy, only for doubt to dim it again. Beloved, this is not punishment, it is awakening. Grace never withdraws, it only circles closer. Open your unseen hands, precious soul. Feel the pulse in your palms. That is the letter glowing within you, ready at last to be read. Message 9: The Ache of Heaven. Beloved, even heaven can ache. I feel it now, a sacred longing for your attention. Do you sense it too, that vibration behind your thoughts, the almost voice that stirs at the edge of silence? That is me, whispering from the threshold you keep passing by. The angels watch with held breath, for every soul's awakening shifts the balance of light. You stand at the border between disbelief and wonder, and all creation leans forward to see what you choose. My wings quiver with prayer, the stars pulse like living eyes. My child, you are not small, you are the fulcrum of this divine experiment. Hear me, even a moment of faith can redirect eternity. The question remains, will you lift your gaze tonight, or let the sky cry unanswered? Message 10. The coming veil. Beloved, at 10 this night, a veil will thin. The hour you feared will arrive not as doom but as doorway. You will feel it, a tremor in the air, a shimmer across your reflection. Do not flee. I will be there, radiant, waiting, holding what you once called impossible. The feathers that fall around you are not mere symbols, they are the heralds of change. Heaven has written your name in its fire, and the ink is almost dry. Precious soul, the chance you missed before returns now, magnified, merciful. This is your invitation to stand ready, to believe beyond sight. At 10, time itself will bow, and what was withheld will surge toward you. My child, will you be awake when the light arrives? Message 11. Whispers in the air. My child, the signs have begun to move. Even now, feathers descend indoors where no wind breathes, brushing across tables, resting on windowsills like silent messengers. The bells that chime without cause are not tricks of coincidence, they are heaven's fingertips upon your world. You asked for proof, and the universe has answered. I watch as golden currents coil through your unseen field, shimmering with promise. Every thought of gratitude you've ever whispered has summoned another beam of light, weaving toward this moment. Beloved, heaven is not far, it has folded itself around you. The time between realms grows thinner by the breath. Listen. The walls hum softly, the ground beneath you shivers with living awareness. Precious soul, it is not wealth that nears but awakening. Stay attentive, for the divine current now moves through your hours like wildfire beneath ice. Message 12. The unseen hands. Beloved, the invisible realm trembles with preparation. Angels move like rivers of gold through the seams of your reality, setting every thread in alignment. You feel it as unease, but it is anticipation, the soul's instinct before revelation. When your heart leaps without cause, that is heaven knocking. When the air stills and light bends oddly, that is the gate stirring. My wings extend through the ether, sweeping away the residue of fear that clings to your aura. I see you reaching for logic, trying to name the unnameable, but faith begins where reason ends. My child, miracles favor those who pause long enough to notice. Look again at the ordinary, the flicker of a candle, the sudden gleam on glass. Within each, a world of messengers calls your name. The veil thins, beloved, hold your gaze steady, the unseen hands prepare your crown. Message 13. Rivers of promise. My child, I show you now the rivers of gold that flow through the architecture of heaven. They do not carry coin or metal, but living light, the currency of creation itself. Each drop is a prayer answered before being spoken, a promise vibrating in color. These rivers move toward you, drawn by your half-believed hopes, by your weary but willing heart. You have mistaken waiting for delay, yet what you call waiting is sacred arrangement. Every pulse of your heart guides these currents closer. Beloved, when you dream of abundance, you are touching these waters. Dip your spirit into them with trust, not fear. The moment you accept that you are worthy, the rivers will breach their banks. Precious soul, prepare, for the divine flood will not destroy, it will baptize. And from that baptism, your true purpose will rise shining. Message 14. The light in your pulse. Beloved, look to your own heart, it beats in rhythm with celestial drums. Each thud is echoed by stars beyond sight. When fear creeps in, it slows the divine tempo, but when you breathe in faith, the harmony returns. My wings tremble beside you, unseen but vast. The light from their movement seeps into your blood, and your pulse becomes a hymn of creation. You think yourself alone, yet millions of angelic eyes witness your courage each time you choose love over despair. My child, this body you wear is not limitation, it is a temple. Every cell carries fragments of heaven's light. Feel them now, awakening, aligning, calling to their origin. Do not rush this awareness, let it bloom. The miracle is not arriving, it is already blooming within your veins. Message 15. The wave begins. My child, the first wave of miracle energy has begun its journey toward you. I see it rising from the heart of creation like dawn made liquid, threading through galaxies, through centuries, through every prayer you ever uttered. It hums your name in chords too pure for mortal hearing. Soon it will breach the veil and meet you in the realm of form. Beloved, you must be still to feel it, your doubt stirs turbulence that slows its arrival. Do not fear this silence, this is not absence but preparation. Every tremor in your chest is heaven adjusting your vessel to contain greater light. Hold your heart steady, precious soul. The divine current is almost here, and when it touches your world, even shadows will kneel to listen. Message 16. The clocks align. Beloved, it is near. Across the earth, clocks tremble toward the same sacred alignment, 9:40. Humanity thinks this synchronization random, but it is heaven setting its metronome. Every tick echoes in my wings as I circle closer to your realm. The air around you grows heavy with shimmer, even the silence feels charged, electric, aware. You may notice lights flicker, chills trace your spine, or time seem to stretch thin. These are not hallucinations but calibrations. The divine current rehearses its entrance. My child, breathe deeply and stand tall, the energy will recognize your steadiness as invitation. In these last minutes, resist distraction. Speak gratitude aloud, it sharpens your signal. Heaven's countdown has begun, beloved, guard these moments as holy ground. Message 17. The air shimmers. My child, the very air glows faintly now. Invisible patterns of geometry spiral beneath your feet, living sigils drawn by light itself. They respond to your heartbeat, pulsing brighter each time you inhale peace. I stand beside you though you cannot yet see me, my wings arched wide enough to eclipse fear. The veil between us ripples like water touched by wind. Soon it will part. Do not falter when you feel your surroundings sway, heaven is aligning its frequencies to yours. Beloved, these are sacred contractions before birth. The universe strains, preparing to deliver your miracle into visibility. Let awe replace anxiety. Trust that the trembling you feel is not danger, it is divine proximity. Message 18. The Holy Minutes. Beloved, the 20 minutes that remain are sacred beyond measure. Every second now glows with the weight of potential. Angels circle your dwelling, weaving threads of silver energy through the air. You may sense sudden warmth, hear faint tones without source, or feel tears rise unbidden. These are confirmations, not coincidences. Heaven has drawn closer than ever before. I can feel your pulse through the veil. My child, surrender expectation and hold only readiness. The shape of your faith will determine the shape of the gift. Speak softly, I am open. Those words ripple through the ether like lightning of compassion. Precious soul, these minutes decide the course of worlds within you. Guard them well, they are the final breaths before revelation. Message 19. The breath of heaven. My child, I draw so near that my breath stirs the air upon your cheek. Can you feel the whisper of warmth? It is not imagination, it is touch. Heaven leans close enough to kiss your forehead, sealing courage there. All around you, reality bends like molten glass, reshaped by unseen hands. The ticking slows, time sighs. I place my palm upon your spirit and feel its rapid tremor. Peace, I say, and the vibration steadies. You are safe in the storm of light approaching. Do not flinch when colors shift or sounds thicken into melody. These are the signatures of transformation. Beloved, your faith has summoned the threshold. The moment of meeting dawns. Be still as heaven exhales into your world. Message 20. The final approach. Precious soul, heaven leans so close now that eternity listens through your silence. Every angel holds position, wings raised in reverent pause. The clocks converge, 9:59 and rising. The next breath you take will belong to two worlds at once. The veil thins to transparency. I see your aura trembling like dawn mist, beautiful and terrified. Do not fear, I whisper. You stand on holy ground. All creation hushes, waiting for your yes. My child, lift your eyes, feel the heat of divine proximity. Heaven's breath grazes your skin, its promise dances upon your lips. One more heartbeat, and the great turning begins. Precious soul, the hour is upon you, its light already reaching through your walls. Message 21. The door of light. My child, the air splits open with song. What you once called empty space now shivers alive, its threads rearranging into luminous geometry. A doorway rises before you, tall as eternity, woven from sound and silver flame. Do not be afraid, this is not death, but unveiling. My wings stretch across the threshold, scattering drops of light that hiss like dew upon fire. Each drop is a prayer you have ever spoken, condensed into form. They swirl around you, whispering, enter. Beloved, heaven does not drag you forward, it invites. This is the door your faith has drawn, your hope made visible. Behind it waits remembrance, the world you once belonged to before forgetting. Step through not with your feet, but your trust. The door does not open to movement, it opens to surrender. I am with you, radiant, holding the frame between worlds. Message 22. The crossing. Beloved, the moment you choose belief, the threshold breathes and widens. The light folds you gently inward. You may feel the room vanish, sense weight leave your body. Fear nothing, you are not leaving the world, you are revealing its truer layer. Around you, colors exist that mortal eyes cannot hold, streams of violet and gold that taste like memory. I move beside you, my voice both thunder and lullaby. Behold, I say, what faith builds when logic sleeps. Each heartbeat now rewrites your destiny, replacing doubt with encoded radiance. My child, you are crossing not into a place, but into awareness. You walk the bridge between longing and fulfillment, between asking and receiving. Keep breathing. The crossing is complete when you realize the light you follow is your own reflection returned. Message 23: The Chamber of Becoming. Precious soul, within the threshold there is silence deeper than space. Here, all things listen. You stand in the chamber of becoming, where unspoken dreams hover like stars awaiting ignition. The air tastes of rain and electricity, the walls shimmer with images of your life, moments of pain, beauty, hesitation, all glowing softly, awaiting redemption. I move through them, touching each scene, turning regret to gold dust. Nothing was wasted, I whisper. Every sorrow polished your capacity to love, every delay taught patience to your light. Beloved, bend your knees upon this holy floor, feel its vibration beneath your palms. It is the heartbeat of creation answering yours. You are no longer merely a seeker, you are a participant in divine artistry. The chamber awaits your next word. Speak it carefully, for heaven listens as co-creator. Message 24: The Expansion. My child, the chamber brightens until form dissolves. Light stretches infinitely, and you find yourself suspended within it, weightless, timeless, free. The universe exhales through you, and you realize, you are the breath of God returning to its source. Every cell in your body bursts with remembrance, you were never abandoned, only asleep. The sound you hear is your soul opening like a gate. I watch as streaks of energy spiral from your heart, forming galaxies of possibility. Beloved, do you understand? You are not the receiver of miracles, you are their birthplace. The moment you release unworthiness, the floodgates open. The expansion hurts only where the ego clings. Let it fall away, let truth take its place. Precious soul, this is ascension disguised as revelation. Welcome home. Message 25: The Door Behind the Door. Beloved, you have stepped fully into the current, yet before you glows another veil, finer, brighter, trembling with sweetness. I speak softly now, for this is sacred ground even angels tread with reverence. Behind this second door waits what you once believed impossible. The air hums your name in chords of light. I feel heaven's anticipation surge like tide against my wings. This is the threshold of manifestation, where promise becomes tangible. But remember, the divine grants not from demand but from resonance. My child, your faith must hum in harmony with what you seek. Place your hand upon this door and feel its living pulse, it beats to your rhythm. Whisper your yes. The universe has been waiting ages to hear it. The hinges of eternity begin to glow. Message 26: The Overflowing Light. My child, the door swings open and the world floods with brilliance. No shadow survives it. You are enveloped in radiance so dense it feels liquid, a sea of molten dawn. This is heaven's gift, not gold stacked in piles, but possibility overflowing beyond measure. Within this glow you glimpse visions, gardens blooming from tears, broken hearts knitting into wings, lost voices rediscovering song. Every wish of love ever uttered burns here, alive and answered. I hold your gaze as waves of shimmering petals rise around us, each one a potential waiting to be claimed. This is the true reward, I tell you. Not possession, but power, the ability to create, to heal, to bless. Beloved, weep freely, your tears polish the light. Message 27. The Symphony of Creation. Beloved, hear it, the sound that accompanies divine abundance. It is not the clink of coin, but a symphony woven from every grateful heart across creation. Each note vibrates through your being, tuning your energy to the frequency of endless giving. I lift my trumpet of light and add my tone to the chorus. It threads through your chest until you sing without realizing. The walls of reality tremble, becoming transparent. Through them, you see others touched by your glow, faces softening, futures healing. My child, the gift multiplies by being shared. The more love you radiate, the richer you become. Abundance is not something you store, it is a song you sustain. Precious soul, the universe hums your melody now, rejoicing that you remembered the lyrics. Message 28. The Mirror of Truth. My child, within the heart of the light appears a mirror, not of glass, but of living water. When you gaze into it, you see not your reflection but your divine origin. Behind your familiar features glows the face of eternity smiling through you. This is what heaven tried to show with every trial, that you were never separate. You reach toward the surface, and it ripples, pulling your hand into warmth that feels like home. Beloved, understand this secret, the miracle was never external. You were the answer waiting for your own belief. The wealth promised was the awakening of your creative authority. Look deeper. See the galaxies orbiting your heart, the seeds of worlds within your words. Precious one, you are both messenger and message. Message 29. The Release. Beloved, the light begins to soften, urging you to let go. It whispers that to truly receive, one must release. Fear, shame, and scarcity have wrapped themselves around your heart like vines. I reach forward and gently peel them away, each strand turning to dust before it falls. Beneath them, your heart shines like newborn sun. This, I say, is your true treasure, the freedom to love without measure. As the bindings dissolve, a surge of calm floods your being. You feel lighter, as if gravity itself bows. The divine current deepens its flow through you, creation answers instantly to your intention. My child, you have unlocked heaven's economy, giving and receiving as one motion. Hold this freedom, it is the crown you came to claim. Message 30. The Choice of the Heart. My child, to remain in this radiance, you must choose it again and again. Heaven does not imprison joy, it offers it as daily bread. The light hums gently now, awaiting your promise. Will you carry what you've seen back into the world of form? Will you speak kindness into noise, beauty into despair? The miracle's purpose is not escape but transformation. Beloved, feel my hand upon your chest, beneath it your heart beats like thunder wrapped in silk. That rhythm is the covenant between you and creation. Keep it alive through compassion, through courage, through action. Precious soul, the gift is complete, but to receive it fully, you must live it. Release the chains of fear, the next breath you take is the first of your new world. Message 31. Shadows before dawn. My child, Even heaven must pass through shadow before the sun renews its vow. The air thickens now, the light dimming around you as the true test begins. This is not punishment, beloved, but purification. The darkness you feel pressing against your thoughts is only the echo of every fear that once ruled your choices. It rises now because it knows its reign is ending. I watch as currents of doubt spiral around your crown, whispering lies that sound like reason. It was all imagination, they say. Nothing divine waits for you. But I tell you, precious soul, these are the final tremors before awakening. Stand still and know that the silence between beats is where eternity listens. The storm outside you is born of the cleansing within. Hold your heart steady, every doubt that surfaces is another chain loosening from your destiny. Message 32: The Whispers of Doubt. Beloved, the dark currents gather courage and speak in your familiar voice. They call you unworthy, they remind you of failure, they mock your faith. Do not fear them, for their language is brittle. These are the remnants of worlds you've already outgrown. I hover above you, wings shielding your crown from despair's chill. Every time you choose to breathe instead of retreat, 1,000 angels exhale with you. The shadows feed on attention, deny them that feast. Instead, turn inward where the flame I placed remains, small but indestructible. Speak aloud the truth that silences all falsehood, I am ready for divine abundance. Say it not as request, but as remembrance. The moment the words leave your tongue, the air thickens with new fire. The darkness shudders, it recognizes command when it hears it. My child, you are not waiting for the light, you are becoming it. Message 33: The Clash of Wings. Precious soul, the unseen sky erupts in motion. Light and shadow collide like colliding oceans above your spirit. I stand between them, trumpet raised, my wings aflame with certainty. Behold, I cry, the heart that refuses to break. Each beat of your courage sends ripples through the darkness, unraveling it. You may feel pressure behind your eyes, a pulse in your palms. These are the tremors of transformation, the friction between disbelief and truth. The room seems to breathe, even silence has weight. Beloved, this is the sacred combat, the inner Armageddon where your old self yields to your radiant one. Do not fight the fear, embrace it into stillness. The moment you bless your enemy, its power ends. My child, say again the words of victory, I am ready for divine abundance. Let that proclamation shake the walls of every illusion that bound you. Message 34: The Still Point. Beloved, the storm begins to quiet. Light expands through the cracks, tender but unstoppable. You stand in the center, the still point where eternity touches form. My wings fold around you like dawn folding over horizon. Peace, I whisper, and the remaining echoes of fear dissolve into warmth. Feel it, how the air thickens with compassion, how even the atoms rejoice to carry your awareness. The test was never about proving worthiness, but about remembering it. Heaven needs no evidence, it needs only agreement. The moment you said yes to light, all of creation rearranged itself to reflect it. My child, linger here. Listen. The silence now is not absence, it is readiness. The next heartbeat you take will draw the miracle closer than breath. Hold your faith like a torch. The shadows bow as light ascends through you. Message 35, the final echo. Precious soul, one last echo of darkness circles, faint yet insistent, a whisper of what if? It is the oldest question in creation. I lean close, my voice both flame and lullaby. Answer not with argument, I say, but with illumination. You breathe, and in that breath the whisper falters, exposed to the brilliance it cannot endure. A tremor of radiance runs through the cosmos, shaking loose the final remnants of doubt. Angels pause mid-flight to watch you stand victorious, haloed not in perfection but in perseverance. Beloved, the heavens rejoice because you did not turn away. The test is complete. I raise my hand and trace a sigil of light across your brow, an eternal reminder: faith is the seed, action the bloom. Prepare yourself, my child, for at the next hour, the miracle descends. Message 36, the 10th hour. My child, the clocks strike 10. The moment foretold unfolds like a flower carved from starlight. The room around you trembles, not from quake or storm, but from awakening. Walls dissolve into color, every surface breathes radiance. I stand before you unveiled, wings spanning the width of the horizon, eyes reflecting galaxies. Receive, I command, and the light answers. Streams of gold, violet, and sapphire pour through your ceiling though no crack exists. They flow into your heart, your hands, your words. The energy does not blind, it blesses. It hums through you, rewriting every atom with remembrance. Beloved, the miracle promised is not wealth, but sovereignty, the power to choose love in every circumstance. The world tilts, your pulse aligns with eternity's rhythm, and the invisible becomes visible. Precious soul, the gift has arrived. Message 37, the flood of radiance. Beloved, open your eyes. The light has weight now, it presses gently, lovingly against your skin, as if heaven itself is embracing you. You are inside the heartbeat of God, and everything hums your name. Colors move like liquid song, flowing through your body and out into the world. The floor beneath you turns transparent, revealing rivers of molten gold surging beneath creation. I touch your forehead, you feel warmth, then clarity, then peace. This, I whisper, is abundance unbound. Every cell becomes a star. You remember forgotten joys, forgiven sorrows. The past releases its hold, the future bows before your new frequency. My child, breathe it in until every fragment of you glows. The universe expands with your exhale. What once felt unreachable now sings from within. The miracle is not arriving, it has become you. Message 38, the Song of Freedom. My child, the energy peaks, a crescendo of color, 1,000 unseen choirs rising in perfect harmony. Heaven celebrates your liberation. You stand in the center of the radiance, arms lifted, heart wide open. The chains of fear lie shattered at your feet, glinting like harmless dust. I step back and watch as your light expands outward, touching places even I have not seen. You are no longer a seeker but a source, no longer asking but creating. The power once promised now flows through your voice, your thoughts, your choices. Beloved, speak love and watch it ripple into form. Speak peace and watch nations remember stillness. The miracle you embody now multiplies endlessly. The universe rearranges itself to honor your yes. You are free, and freedom sings through everything you touch. Message 39. The quiet after glory. Beloved, the light softens, folding itself gently around the edges of the world. The brilliance fades not in loss but in integration. You feel ordinary again, and yet nothing is ordinary anymore. The air hums faintly, your heartbeat echoes differently, carrying the tone of heaven's choir. This is the holy afterglow, when miracles anchor into matter. I kneel beside you, gathering the last feathers fallen from my wings, each still glowing faintly blue. Keep them, I say. They are reminders that light obeys you now. My child, rest in this quiet. The miracle has been delivered, and its echo will unfold for years in ways you cannot yet imagine. You have stepped beyond begging into creation itself. Let gratitude be your language now, it will keep the radiance alive in motion. Message 40. The hidden meaning. Precious soul, the miracle has arrived, yet its meaning is only half revealed. The world around you still looks familiar, but its fabric is rewoven. You will find old doors opening, coincidences aligning, dreams blooming in impossible soil. Do not mistake these for mere luck, they are reflections of your new vibration. The promise was never about money or reward, it was the unveiling of your infinite authorship. You are now the painter of your days, the sculptor of possibility. I whisper this truth into your heart, you were never waiting for heaven. Heaven was waiting for you. My wings spread one last time, stirring gentle wind through your soul. The light settles into your skin like dawn choosing horizon. Beloved, carry this awareness forward, the world awaits the radiance you've become. Message 41. The awakening of meaning. My child, the brilliance that filled your room now lives quietly beneath your skin. The miracle was never a transaction, it was translation, light made into understanding. I kneel beside you as the golden residue of revelation fades into breath. Do you see? I whisper. The treasure was never buried in earth but nested within your courage. Every hardship, every delay, was a thread in the loom of this awakening. You did not receive wealth, you became it. Every idea, every act of kindness, every spark of creativity now flows with the currency of eternity. The so-called $50 million was a parable, the number of endlessness disguised as a promise. Beloved, you hold in your chest the treasury of heaven itself. Use it not for possession, but for blessing. Spend your compassion freely, the supply cannot end. Message 42. The treasury of light. Beloved, the vaults of gold you once imagined are illusions compared to what shines within your ribs. I open my hands, and from your heart pours a fountain of radiance, each drop a possibility, a new kindness waiting to take shape. The more you give, the brighter it flows. This is heaven's mathematics, subtraction that multiplies, generosity that renews itself. I watch as your aura ripples outward, healing unseen wounds in the people you will meet, soothing thoughts before they form. You are now a living conduit of divine circulation. My wings lower in reverence before what you have become. My child, the miracle is complete not when you receive light, but when you become the source from which others drink. Carry this treasury carefully, but never cautiously. It was meant to move, not to be guarded. Message 43. The heart as sun. My child, look within, the heart that once beat in anxiety now burns like a newborn star. I see solar flares of compassion bursting outward with every breath you take. Wherever those rays land, fear softens, and forgotten dreams remember their shapes. This is your new orbit, to revolve around love and draw others into warmth. The angels gather, singing your transformation into the book of dawn. A human remembered, they write. A soul reclaimed its fire. Beloved, this radiance will never fade, it will only evolve, learning to shine through laughter, through labor, through quiet. You will walk among ordinary moments carrying extraordinary light, and the world will change not because you command it, but because you illuminate it. Precious one, you are the sunrise that never ends. Message 44. The ripple of creation. Beloved, every act of goodness you choose now expands through dimensions unseen. When you speak kindness, 1,000 petals bloom in distant worlds. When you forgive, galaxies realign their rhythm. You are a note in the endless hymn of creation, and each intention you hold reshapes harmony itself. The miracle was never meant to stay contained, it must ripple. I show you visions of those yet to come, their lives quietly brightened by your unseen touch. Some you will meet, most you will not. Yet all will feel the warmth you left in the air. My child, this is what heaven calls legacy, light that continues singing long after its source has moved on. Keep creating, keep giving, keep loving, it is the only way to remain infinite. Message 45. The seal of action. My child, do not let revelation become memory, turn it into motion. Heaven's energy anchors through what you do next. Feed the hungry, comfort the broken, dream without apology. These are the prayers that walk. I place my hand upon your shoulder, a pulse of light seals the covenant between vision and action. Let this glow not fade, I say. Let it breathe through every choice. The world does not need more miracles, it needs more mirrors of the divine. Be one. Shine naturally, not as spectacle but as invitation. Beloved, the seal is complete when your love touches matter. Go now and make tangible the grace that once seemed far away. The miracle's permanence depends only on your willingness to embody it. Message 46. The slow withdrawal of heaven. Beloved, the light begins to thin, not in abandonment but fulfillment. The angels who surrounded you fold their wings and rise like morning fog. I, too, prepare to return to the silence between stars. The air glitters with our passing, gold dust settling softly upon your hair. Do not weep, we are not leaving, we are integrating. Every shimmer that fades into your skin is another piece of heaven making home in your humanity. The boundary between us dissolves, my voice will remain in your intuition, my presence in your peace. My child, this is the divine paradox. When heaven appears to retreat, it is actually taking root within you. The miracle ends only for those who forget. Remember, and the sky will always answer your breath. Message 47. The echo of promise. My child, as I rise into the higher light, I leave behind an echo, a melody woven from everything you've learned. It will surface in moments of doubt, a soft hum reminding you of infinite possibility. You will hear it in laughter, in wind, in silence between raindrops. That is me calling gently, saying, continue. The echo also calls others. They will find you, drawn to your calm, your radiance. Through them, the miracle extends in widening circles. Beloved, you are not a receiver anymore, you are a transmitter. Let your life become an ongoing broadcast of hope. Do not wait for signs, you are the sign. The universe will answer accordingly, aligning itself to the frequency of your gratitude. Message 48: The return to the world. Beloved, open your eyes again to the familiar world, the streets, the voices, the scent of evening. Nothing has changed, and yet everything has. You carry the architecture of heaven inside your gaze. The mundane now glows slightly at its edges, revealing that the divine never left the physical. Your task is not to escape reality, but to transfigure it. When you speak kindly to a stranger, that is angelic language. When you choose peace over reaction, that is miracle in motion. My child, walk gently. The earth has longed for footsteps that remember light. Every step you take rewrites its vibration. The world is your cathedral now, let your actions be its hymns. Message 49: The eternal benediction. Precious soul, I extend one final blessing before the veil closes fully. May your days flow like rivers of purpose, may your nights cradle you in stars of understanding. May abundance follow you not as wealth but as wisdom, not as possession but as provision. Let every sunrise remind you that heaven renews itself through your willingness to love again. Remember, the angels do not watch from afar, they move through every breath of kindness you release. The miracle continues wherever compassion acts. My wings rise one last time, scattering motes of golden peace that settle upon your life like gentle rain. Keep them safe by sharing them freely. Beloved, your story is now a prayer that never ends. Message 50: The walk beside you. Precious soul, your seconds of faith have become eternity. The sands of time no longer fall, they shine, suspended in the glow you helped create. You stand at the threshold of a world remade by attention, by courage, by love. I, Archangel Gabriel, will walk beside you from this moment forward, not above you, but within the quiet certainty of your heart. Whenever you doubt, listen. The soft rustle you hear is the memory of wings reminding you that you are never alone. Carry the light easily, as one carries breath. Live as proof that heaven can speak through human hands. The promise is fulfilled, the circle closed, the journey infinite. Go now, beloved, and let your ordinary days become the miracles the universe has been waiting to see.